Hi guys, welcome back to Melissa Loves Orchids. I am at the edge of my pergola and today I have kind of like a mixtape video where we have a haul, I have an announcement, I have what's coming up, and I want to show you a couple blooms. So why not do everything in one? Let's go. Okay, so where should we start? Well, first of all, if you haven't been with me long, my name is Melissa. I love orchids and I've been collecting. It's not even that sunny. It's not even that sunny. I've been collecting since January 2023. So I consider myself a newbie because the more I learn about orchids, the more I find that there is to learn. So anyways, let me show you what I got. I went this weekend. It was a first for me to the Miami Beach Orchid Society's second annual orchid show. So they had an orchid and arts. So I like how they infused the orchids with what seemed to be a quaint party with live music, and there was a bar. It seemed like it was like a party in somebody's lavish tropical oasis of a backyard with a huge one actually, with orchid vendors and orchid related vendors like my friend Marley from Orchid and our friends Carlos and Amanda from Ophies, and it was such a great time. It was awesome. I can't wait for next year because it seems to be smaller, a little bit bigger, even though that's not the vibe to have it huge. That's what the society gals tell me. But anyways, let's get started. So I didn't buy that much. Like I said before, I'm holding my horses. I am taking it easy, and it's rainy now, so I might get stuck underneath the pergola because I think rainy season has started here in Miami. And immediately, what goes into your brain when you think of rainy season and you have a collection of orchids? What do you think of? Fungicide, of course. So that's what's popping into my head, that I got to get the fungicide out, mixed and ready to go. Which reminds me, I'm going to be working on an fertilizing video because I want to show you how I do it. Not that my way is the only way or the best way or anything like that, but I had some questions and they asked how I did it, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Also, I had some questions about my new contraption, my new electric pump. This is what I use to fertilize now. This is 2 gallons, and this is the brand. And no, I don't get anything from this brand. I bought it myself from Amazon and I like it. It works great. So for now, I want to say thumbs up. All I have to do is press this button. Press the button and it's a continuous misty spray. But then you can also, it comes with a lot of different tops, so you can adjust the spray however you want it. So I really like it so far. I really think it does make my job a lot easier. I used to do it with something like this, which means I have to pump and then I have to spray like this, and then pump, and then this is only 1 gallon. That's 2 gallons. So in the beginning, it's heavy, but I put it on top of my little rolly cart and it's easy. So for now, thumbs up. I like it. Okay, so that answers that question. Let's do the haul. So they didn't have a lot of vendors, but even though I found a couple plants that I thought I should come home with. And the first one it was in this bag. So essentially a bag baby. This is the size. The price is $30 and the sellers are So Orchids. So it's www.soorchids.com, and the name, I'll show you here. Let's see if I can turn the name so you can see it. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. Or did I just put it upside down? I think it was upside down. Okay, Cattleya NSA Big China. So this is a standard size cat, not a mini cat, but a standard size that is a beautiful, she said the flower is so big that's why it stands out. Super fragrant, really big, and it's pink, It's fuchsia flaring. I'll put the picture. Fuchsia flared with white, and more fuchsia than white, but whatever. It looked pretty in the picture, and I thought I should have it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soak her in some CalMag and sea kelp. I was gonna show you, but you guys know. This is my CalMag. Oh my goodness, it's so faded, you can't even tell. This is supposed to be like red and yellow. It's so faded. So CalMag that I get from Ophi's. And then this is the sea kelp. Actually, I have another bottle that has iron infused, but I don't know where it went. But I'm gonna put it in there with Super Thrive. Do I have Super Thrive handy? Yes. Super Thrive. Everything looks washed away, and possibly my root growth rapid start, which has worked really nicely. And let these rehydrate. Ooh, I see an eye here. I see roots. Yay, new roots. So that's exciting. That's my first one. And I only got 2, but then I went to Home Depot and I did what I do. I don't know why I always do that. I always feel like if it's a small haul, pass by Home Depot on the way home and see what you get. Why do I do that? I don't know. Anyways, so here's the next one. And this one is not from Seoul. This one's from Bamboo Orchids. That is, wow, now I can't remember where they're located. It doesn't say it on the tag, but you can Google it if you want. And if you want, I'll put it in there. But I want to say it's somewhere like, is it Sarasota? It's not Apopka. St. Petersburg? I don't know. It's somewhere in Florida. That's all I know. You can Google it. But I got this. It's a cross. Guaranti Boringiana Cerulean and B. Grand Karen Star. So here's that tag. I'm dying to repot her. And so she's in a 2-inch pot inside a, I don't know what you call it. I heard someone say 1.75 inch pot. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that things got so technical. But yeah, she definitely would love a repot. When I peeked and saw all these massive amount of roots, look at how many new growths she has. I say she, I don't know why. 1, 2, I guess just 2. I thought I saw more. Maybe I picked a different one than I originally saw. But anyways, look at all these roots. Now, I could see there's moss in there. So, and she's so dry. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You're probably thirsty. So this is not a bad size, right? For 2 new growths. Not a mark on any leaves. The leaves are impeccable. And she is blooming size, because you can tell she's bloomed before. So $25. Not bad. I almost fell off my I almost fell off the stool. That would have been funny. Not for me, but for you guys. So those are my 2 that I got at the Orchid Festival. And then, well, you know what? Let me interrupt myself before I forget and show you what I got. Yes. So I'm going to print it out on nice paper. I'm still waiting for the original certificate. You have to order it, so it's going to take a little long, which is okay. But look at that. American Orchid Society Certificate of Cultural Merit for me and my Nobiles Ember, which I named Melissa Vivian. So when you win this award, or any award, I guess, you can give it a cultivar name. So it says exhibited by me at the Boca Raton Orchid Society show February 8th, and you give it a name. So I gave it my name, Melissa Vivian. That's so cool. I love it. I think I'm gonna like frame it or like put it in a shadow box with my little ribbons and stuff, because it's my first, so it may not be the last either, so who knows. So I'm going to put this somewhere where it hopefully doesn't get wet, because it just started raining here in Miami. Yesterday was the first day in a very long time that I know I keep looking over, but I have to show you that. I was gonna say, remind me to show you a plant that I got at a recent show that I put on cork, and it's already like this with this magical thing that I where has that been on my life, because it's crazy how it works. But anyways, then I went to Home Depot and I did this. I did that because the flower is not this plain orange one as it shows here. Okay, let's take a look at her together. So one of the things that struck me about this, well, first of all, I've been going a little Better Grow. It's like a little frenzy because I am a part of a group on Facebook, and they're all talking about how they found a lot of bag babies, brand new ones, big ones. They found, oh my gosh, the name is gonna escape me now. No. Let me read the tag. Hold on. Oh, of course, a grammatophyllums, a lot of them. And although I haven't heard the price yet, but I'm in. If you can give me a gram at a hardware store, I'm in. Why not? I'll try again. Mine is doing okay, actually. But this is what I found, and you know that Podnera Dick Smith is my all-time favorite cat. That's my all-time favorite cat. So when I saw a cross with that, I had to get it. So it's crossed with BLC Florence Fury Sundance. So I think the Florence Fury is a red and yellow. So red and yellow with the Dick Smith together with the sunsetty colors. When I saw the picture on Google, I said, yeah, I gotta have this. And then you know how, of course, my certificates are flying away. Let me put it right here. You know that I like to compote things. So yeah, I'm gonna put these two together. So I'll open the other one really quickly just so you guys can see. I'm looking for new roots. It's so dry. I know that. Let me turn this. You guys can see what I'm doing. I keep these, okay? They can line a basket. You can open it up and it's a good liner. And they even sell this, so might as well keep them and reuse them. So, ooh, I see a new growth right here. That looks promising. And it's so dry in here. I don't wanna, but I like to check it out a little bit. Yeah, it's really dry. It needs water. Even the pseudobulb is a little bit, but I don't see anything else wrong with it. It's a pretty good size. Okay, let me show you the other one. So it's been a dreary day. It was pouring yesterday. We even had like severe thunderstorm warnings and stuff, which is kind of unexpected, but it is what it is. Okay, so a new growth. Away with that. Here's the tag that I don't want to lose. So I have heard that a lot of Lowe's are trying to get in this whole bag baby situation, and Lowe's, oh my goodness, look at all these roots. Lowe's is apparently trying to compete with Home Depot. All right, so that's what they both look like. So I think these two are gonna look together in a pot. And then I said, wait a minute, I just bought a good pot, a nice beautiful pot. I actually bought it from Lady Vanda. Well, it was actually Mr. Lady Vanda. So I want to show you my new pots. So Lady Vanda sells online, and you know that I have a thing for these pots. I mean, obvi, they're everywhere, but even better when they have little hearts. See over there too. See, I love them. So I found like this little nesting set. Look, here's the little one, and I like that they also have the little holes for the hangers, so you can put one of these hangers on here, and it's even better than a basket because this is not going to wear down like the wood. So I got that one, and then the middle size and the bigger size. How gorgeous. It even has like a scalloped edging, like a pie, and all these holes. These are perfect, so when I want to do my little zip tie to the bottom, that's kind of how I do it. I just do it like that. I put it at the bottom, and then I clip it like that, and they are tight and they are not moving. So the big one, which I'm estimating this is like 8 inches, 6, and possibly 4.5. What do you guys think? Did you know you can get pots from Lady Vanda? I wonder if she ships. I should have asked. But I didn't ask. Sorry guys. So maybe you can go on their website and see. One more thing that I got, now that I'm all dirty, one more thing that I got this from Ophi's. So he was hearing a lot of people telling him that this is working really well, including a couple of my close friends, that they did it, they saw thrips, they did it, and then it was clear. So the good thing about this is that if you are wanting to be green, if you're wanting to be organic, if you don't want to spray harsh chemicals, like, I'm not completely against it, but if I do find something that works equally as well, then I'm totally willing to try it. So that is why I got one of these, Natural Light Insect Control. So yeah, I'm gonna try it and I will let you know. And I told Ophi I will also let him know how it works for me, because sometimes things work for some people, not for others. So I'm definitely going to be spraying soon. And this is for the insects. And I have the other thing that I got from Ophi's that is kind of like on the harshy chemical side. This is what I use. This white powder, you can't see through it anymore, but this is thiomyl, and this is the fungicide that I use. And it's worked really well. And the only thing I wish is that when I would have first started and I got a whole bunch of Vandas, I got a whole bunch at once. I even would go to Bangjong and buy the, he has like, not combos, what does he call them? Bundles. It's like bundles. So after they finish blooming, he'll take like 10 or 5 or whatever and put them in a bundle and give you a really good price. It ended up being like $15 to $20 each. And for a Vanda, a good quality Vanda, like a very popular Vanda, like something that has Denisoniana, that has Tessellata, that has Mimi Palmer, you know, I got a pack of Mimi Palmers. That was fantastic. But the only thing, I wish someone would have said, get this also and do this, because I got some that unfortunately I might have to end up getting rid of them, throwing them away, whatever. I put them in quarantine out under a palm tree because they apparently suffered from fungus, and that must have happened. It's in the raining season in Florida is crazy. It is just nonstop rain. Like yesterday it rained. It's raining now. I don't know if you can hear it, but Vandas do like to dry. Vandas do like to dry. Every orchid likes to dry out. Most of them, I'm not gonna say every, but I'm gonna say most of them like to dry out for a certain amount of time. Even though they're bare root, they still need some time. If you have constant, a whole week of rain, which we have, they are gonna be susceptible to fungus. So you need to spray for prevention. At least I feel like you need to. That's my own personal opinion, but I know that the growers do and they advise to do it, and I've seen what happens when you don't do it. And when you don't do it, what happens is you get the spots and you end up with a Vanda that looks like a palm tree. And I know you've seen it. It's just the strappy leaves are on the top, and then you have just, it looks like the stem, and that's it, and then the roots at the bottom. So you end up with the palm tree orchids, the palm tree Vandas, and I put them all ironically on my palm tree because I don't want them to be next to the others. Oh my gosh, look at that huge iguana. Does this happen to anybody else, that they're just chilling, doing their relaxing video, and they see a big iguana at the end? I might turn this around and show you if she's still there, but that one's a little scary. I think it's like this. Whew. Anyway, and plus it's raining over there. Okay, back on track. So what did I get? I got the insecticide that is green, that is not gonna, it's gonna be safe for the pets, it's gonna be safe for the kids. So I do like that a lot. I got my lovely pots. I got my two orchid, bag baby, and like, I don't know what you call this. Didn't come in a bag, but which I think that might be a perfect fit right there. That might be a perfect fit right there. Yes. See, that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part. What else did I get? I showed you my certificate because why not? And then my two actual bag babies, Better Grow bag babies. So if you want to get them, you have permission to now that I've already... Just kidding. It comes looking like this, but if you Google the picture, it doesn't really look like this. So let me show you a couple blooms to make this video just round it off. Let me turn this around and show you a couple blooms, and you can tell me what you think at the end. By the way, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was gonna forget my big... Oh, it's you. I was gonna forget my big announcement. I finally got it working because I've been saying that I'm gonna try to do the memberships, and I was so excited to do the memberships because with the memberships, I'm planning on doing like weekly lives, and you guys, whoever becomes a member, which it's super cheap. Like you can go $5.99, $7.99, $9.99. I even saw a membership for $19 or $29.99. Well, I'm not Netflix, and I don't claim to be anywhere as interesting as that. So my membership is a very humble $1.99. So as you know, I'm a teacher, and I just need to find a way to kind of counteract the expenses that it takes to be an orchid hoarder. An orchid collector. And I want to share all of my journey with you, and I'm just trying to find a way to offset, because it is becoming very costly. Like when I go to a show, like let's just take for example the Miami Beach show. Entrance is $10, parking was $20, and half an hour away from my house and time away from the family. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this, and I want to bring it all to you, and for you guys that can't get to a show like that and just see what it's about. So I'll be happy to do it. I just would love if some of you, if you can afford it, it's $1.99. I know that a lot of other of my YouTube friends are doing it as well. So if you find value in the content, if you have an enjoyable experience watching me going through my journey, I would greatly appreciate. Yes, she has to interrupt in the middle of when I'm talking about my memberships. Anyway, so I would greatly appreciate it if you can. That would be so awesome. So I can continue, and I could try to bring the fun and bring the orchids, and everything that I learn, you're gonna learn. So that's that. How do I do it? There's a button you click right next to the subscription one. It's right there. Also, the super thanks is right there. So I also want to thank Maria again. Oh my gosh, a super thanks. It was unexpected at the perfect time. Just when I was thinking, I gotta get this membership thing going. Now it's gonna be summer, and I'm gonna be not at school, not tutoring, not, what am I gonna do? So I'm hoping this membership thing really takes on. I catches on. I hope. Please. I think we're gonna grow together, and you're gonna have a great time while I grow and I'll be my goofy self. But anyways, so I distracted myself. I was gonna tell you something else and I forgot. So memberships, I hope if you can. Oh, Maria, thank you. And also Jeanette, thank you. Jeanette is a part of the Miami Beach Orchid Society. So she graciously gave me a super thanks, and also the Orchid Society gave me a gift for attending and making a video and sharing it with you guys. So thank you again, Miami Beach Orchid Society. I loved going, and I hope next year is going to be on and even better. Can't wait for that. So coming up, we have Ophi. Ophi's show is coming 16th, 17th, maybe the 18th. Is it 3 days? I'm not sure, but it's going to be fantastic. Ophi, Carlos, and Chris have, I guess, almost outdone themselves. They have rented a circus tent. Did you hear that? A circus tent. Carlos says he's going to be the clown. But they've rented a tent because, of course, it's rainy season and it might be raining. But even if it's not raining, the sun beats down over there on Homestead where they have all the shows. Everybody knows it, but we're going to be covered. When we attend Ophi's, he's going to have 18 vendors. That's a lot of vendors. So this is normally the time where there's the Redland show. That's a humongous show. So he's going to have his own big show in the same time as the Redland show. The Redland show has been moved by the Most family to October. So there's going to be cooler weather when that comes around, which, yay, exciting. I'll put in the flyer there so you can see that. But if you're in town, you got to go to Ophi's. 18 vendors. I think my friend Wendy's going to be there, or Orchid Orchids 365. And of course, all the local, Carl Smith is going to be there. I think Judeli's going to be there. Martin is going to be there. Probably Morning Dove. What else did he tell me? Judeli's, Vicky's, Camila's. All the heavy hitters down south are going to be there, including like Carl Smith, which is not from down south, but still like everybody wants. They're like a main event, a main tent that you got to see. So, and then you can get all your supplies. Then you can get all your, I feel like someone's behind me. You can get all your supplies and have a good time. And hopefully, if you're there, come say hi to me. I haven't decided what day I'm going to go, but I'm going to make plans with my friends and hope to see you there. So, memberships, I talked about that. Next thing is to show you some blooms. You need to see some blooms. Let's go. So first off, I'll show you the tag and then show you the bloom. This is a Better Grow Bag Baby, RLC Volcano Jewel Volcano Green. Now, I don't remember if this is the one I ordered on Amazon. I think that I may have ordered it and I didn't know I had it, but look at this. Is she not gorgeous? So the top flower is right side up and the bottom flower is upside down, but I don't care. They are so pretty and they're going around to try to get more sunlight. So they're doing their thing and they're on this mount. Unfortunately, the mount is cracking, so I hope it stays together. I don't know. I hope it does, but it's organic material, so that's gonna happen. Isn't that gorgeous? So this next one is in a very strange spot. I have her here at the top of my Vanda tower. See my Vanda tower? And she was a Home Depot Bag Baby that is already blooming. So here is her tag. V. Mahakapong Peggy Fu 4N. I think she is pretty. See, smaller flowers. Maybe as she grows, her flowers will be bigger, but I'm really happy with that. I haven't had this for that long. I want to say a year, and it was a Bag Baby. This is the size, so not the biggest Vanda, but a nice size bloom. So right on the outskirts of the orchid pergola, I have 5 bloom spikes from my Schomburgkia myrmecophila tibicinus. So let me see if I can turn it around and get you a good view of these beautiful flowers. This is my first Schomburgkia. I got it from Morning Dove Nursery. Yeah, I don't think it's focusing. They're so high up. These spikes are crazy. I feel like putting them on the ground because you can't see. Look how pretty. So last year I didn't get any blooms because the thrips got here faster. And since they were attacking, by the time I looked, there was not one flower that opened. So this time I did the insecticide. I actually did the hard stuff, the merit. And then I also did almost on a daily when I saw these spikes, I did these 7. So I guess it worked. If you want to know if that 7, spraying the buds with the 7 and using insecticide, does it work? Yeah, I don't see one bud that is blasting or looking burnt, and you know what that looks like. Not one. All right, coming around this side, and I don't have a lot here. Remember, I am still working on what's gonna be in here for the long haul and what's not. So now I see something weird here. That's a little weird. So I'm gonna be, ooh, that's a little weird too. So this is my Moats Starfall. Some of these look like they have been, interesting, because I saw some lizards and I don't know if they got in here and they were biting the buds, but I see this discoloration, so I don't know if it could be thrips. But I have all the supplies and I will be spraying soon. And I don't see this on anything else, so I don't know. So I have this that is way too long for its own good. So what I think I'm gonna do is I am gonna separate one of these from the rest. So I can have that one and the other two keikis with the little pot, because they are touching the floor now, and that's a big no-no. You don't want your Vanda roots to touch the floor. So yes, I'm gonna get to work taking care of this, whatever's going on. I'm gonna spray for it. Oh, and there's another spike. This is a big bloomer. This one blooms a lot. Moats Starfall, and it's a pretty color. But I have to fix the situation because obviously this is deformed. It's not supposed to look like this. Either something bit it when it was growing or something's in there. Either way, I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it. And I'll show you quickly. Here we have a beautiful Ben Fantasy. This one I got on sale. Let me make sure it's focused for you guys. Look at that color. So the other Ben Fantasy that I have is more on the yellowish side. So this one's more on the peachy tan side. So yeah, why not have two? It smells delicious. It smells like that grape candy, like the Fruit Loops. Love it. While I'm here, I just want to say my little tiny mango tree is now way taller than me. And I see 3 mangoes. So that is progress. The whole point of this mango tree is not only for mangoes, but it's going to be my future orchid tree. I'm going to put all the orchids on there when this tree matures and gives me a nice trunk there, because right now it's not ready, but at least we're going to get mangoes, and that's exciting. Some of you were asking me, what happened to the mango trees and the citrus trees? Well, here are the citrus trees. I realized that when you neglect them and it doesn't rain and you don't water them, they don't do well. The leaves fall off. But as you can see, and this is, I would say this is about 5 feet tall. So as you can see, I've been watering it now. I've been watering it. I've even been fertilizing it. So it's doing better. That one I think is orange. This one is lemon. This one's doing a little better than it was. That one looks, that is 50-50. 50-50, I would say. That side looks okay, and this side looks, oh my goodness. So that's how they are doing. My quarantine orchids are still looking the same, with the same spots. Apparently I need to remove more leaves. That's what the deal is. Once you have a Vanda with spots from fungus or whatever, you need to remove the bottom leaves and then wait for the new ones to grow, and the new ones will hopefully not have the spots. This one looks like even the new leaves have spots, so I don't know. I might just give up on these even though they still bloom. But the only thing that can happen is they have to stay by themselves, because they will infect the others. Look how bad. So even if I do fungicide now, it's not going to fix the leaves that have the spots. So I either keep them here, which I could do, or I can just get rid of them just so not to risk. And besides, I might be thinking of moving my greenhouse. So I was talking to my friend Wendy, and I think that she's gonna come over and we're gonna do a little rearranging, and this might be the new spot for the greenhouse. So right now it is about 5 o'clock. This is the kind of light that it gets. It has shade from the clusia over here. It also has shade from the palm trees over here, but it does have a lot of bright light. So this might be a better spot for my greenhouse. I just have to walk out a little bit further. But what do you guys think? Leave me a comment. You think that's a good idea? Let me show you where it is now so you can get an idea. And I'll pan slowly. So basically right there. So my house, pergola, greenhouse, and then right there is where I think she needs to move. And there's a lot of reasons. I'll tell you that in another video. Alright, so these are quick blooms because I think you've already seen most of it. My compots, hey compots, still looking great. My Mocara going out. You've seen that. Oh, I forgot, this is part of the haul. Jeez Louise, guys, this was from Home Depot. This is new for me. You haven't seen her, and I forgot about her. I forgot to show you. So this is her tag. Suxamaran spots crossed with Denisoniana. So when I smelled the delicious fragrance, I had to go for it. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, $36 from Home Depot. What else? We don't have that much, but might as well end the video with some blooms. Vanda falcata. To open is my AKA Raspberry Baby with, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes. But you can get a preview. This is a preview. It smells like chocolate. Delicious. Oh, I just noticed something because I smelled her. My Maxillaria tenuifolia is opening up. Look at those beautiful flowers. This is so fragrant. There's only a few open, but they're so fragrant. This is so good. Delicious. Airy Goldspin. You've seen her. You've seen that. You've seen that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we have a new one. We have a new one that you haven't seen. This is from Backyard Blooms. I was telling you it's coming. Laura Meyer. This is an encyclia, Laura Meyer. So it looks kind of like Serena. I want to say Serena Williams, but that's not it, is it? It's not Serena Williams. Serena, I can't remember, but this is Laura Meyer's. And yes, it has that Fruit Loopy fragrance. How delicious. From Backyard Blooms. I love it. My Green Flash decided to bloom and spike again. She did that a couple months ago, so that was a little shocking in a good way. Shocking in a good way. My Cymbidium second spike is going. First spike is done. I'm super happy that she spiked at all. Ooh, so if you remember, she did a beautiful long bloom. This pink and yellow dendrobium. I don't know what it's called, but look. She's gonna go again. Yay! Let's see. You guys are gonna get tired of her. She doesn't stop. So she's like on overtime. I probably have to pay her overtime because she blooms and blooms and blooms and blooms. Blue Twinkle, Dendrobium Blue Twinkle. More Blue Twinkle. The other Blue Twinkle is in spike. This, finally, this Roy Takunaga, finally, not in a bad way, but wow. It's been blooming for a long time. Encyclia Tampensis over here, I believe. Oh. And then right behind it, Cordillera. And then I think that's it. Oh no, we have a new one. We have a new one. We have a Better Grow Bag Baby, Lori and Paradise Dark Fragrance. So let's see. Let's check it out. Not now. I could tell there's a little fragrance there, but not right now. Not the biggest. But isn't this gorgeous? This is beautiful. And look at the spotting on the leaves. So there's a little bit of that little freckling on the sepals. And it's the same on the leaves. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love Memory Fizz is on the way out. And I don't know if I got to show it. Oh, wait a minute. Little Mermaid. BC Little Mermaid. And Rustic Spots. Rustic Spots. And this is going to be the star of the show, or maybe the one behind it is trying to steal the show, but this one is Mariba Tiger from Crawlsmith. I love it. It looks the same as my Schilleriana, except for the coloring. I really love the shape and the fragrance. It's a bifoliate, so it likes to crawl. So maybe a wider pot, but keep it on the surface. Don't bury the rhizome. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Let me see if it has fragrance right now. Nope, I don't smell right now. Maybe in the morning I'll come out and see what's up. So this is the Bolera Big Shot Hilo Sparkles from Carmela Orchids in Hawaii. That is a beautiful bloom. The only thing with these that I don't love is that the leaves look like meh. See? Meh. Can you compare it to a Cattleya leaf? No. The Cattleya leaves are like strong and this one's like meh. But the blooms are beautiful. No scent though. My Cherry Baby is still going in full force. And again, this is a non-stop. My Nodosa keeps going again and again and again. I think we've got to the end. Oh no, I got one more. I got one more because you've already seen Final Blue, but I don't think you've seen, where's her tag now that I need it? I don't think you've seen this one. It's a hybrid Thomsoniana crossed with Violacea. So I don't know why it looks like the flowers are taking a super duper long time to open up. I'm gonna do a short video only on her, but I have a feeling that I sprayed something hit her, and therefore she is not blooming correctly. I also bought her a Papka, so actually it was a gift from Pam from Orchids in Bloom, and a Papka, and she was in bud then, so I don't know if maybe it was like, I don't know, mechanical damage or whatever, but still worth showing. All right guys, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing my orchid journey. Please leave me a comment. What do you think about what I got in that little new haul? If you did go to the Miami Beach Orchid Festival, let me know what you thought of it. And what do you think about the memberships? If you're willing to participate in that, that'll be awesome. So I leave you with that. Please make time for things you love, and I will see you next time.